They're going to lob over an early smoke over into the apartment side of things, and one landing down towards the moto. Now they look to get out the apartments fast. Out the angle, Axal finds one with the dualies, but he's got to get the reload off. You're out of action for what feels like 30 years here. He finally gets the mags back in, and he's killing again. Look at him go. Axal with a second. And he's bought time for this rotate up through the short side. Cloud9 are clamping down on MOUZ.
Dude's Lara Croft down in the pit. He's just slamming mags back in his guns and finding more frags. It's all Julies in this round. Frozen's got a frag out, and he hits a couple of blinders, dropping both elites, but Cloud9.
MOUZ with just the Glocks. And so really, you know, this is going to be a lot of build up, and then a weak finish. It should be. But Lock comes in with a kill immediately, and Nafany's been wrapped onto. This is a full eco round. They find a clean opener. Nafany only goes 1 for 1. JDC's now armed and deadly. The Glocks are pulling up to this B site with a vengeance. And MOUZ sit in the 4v2. JDC is still aggressive, flashed off the angle. Might need a bit of a helping hand here, but not cleared, not checked. JDC with another. And, well, Axal in hot water now. There's one. The nade will get this. Oh, he misses the nade. Heartbreak Hotel. Late checkout for Axal. He's still trying to move in. But JDC is the buy back in for Cloud9. They've got all the rifles, lots of rifles, but not an AWP in sight. That's the one for the future.
Oh my god, they don't give a clock anymore, do they?
Hey, get it. But chicken-related jokes here. Torshi out through the mid-smoke. The madman Hobbit caught with nades out, but he will hold the line for one. Quick trade out of Dexter's Mac 10.
Get the gun.
Mid now taken away. Cloud9 starting to scramble bodies over. They will have a lot of attention towards the A site, but you need these guys inside of it to trade evenly. It's a 1 for 1 out of Axal over in the apartments. Buster in the site. Keeps winning. Gets that first one. Zershan's cut down the long wrap, but Buster knocks out his teammate. And now Zershan in a bit of a rough way. That is a lovely hold out of Buster.
Yeah. And there is definitely going to be a level of familiarity in this matchup. And it's especially nicer on a pick like Inferno, on a MOUZ map pick, because they know they can force a certain map, but they can force an Inferno, so they can specifically prepare for this one. Whereas, you know, you don't necessarily always know what your opponent is going to pick. You know, that's especially when Cloud9 have had the last 3 weeks off because they played in Group A. They could have done so much, man. They could have changed everything. They could have an entirely new best map. So MOUZ, you know, is less guarantee after your own pick. Nice pick for Shiro, taking down Frozen in Banana. And now 4v5 again, with MOUZ still lacking everything. Torshi's going to go get that AK-47 at least. And MOUZ, they've had trouble in these 4v5s.
Yeah, they tried to take top mid away, but Cloud9 are actually fighting for it on this occasion. Right, Hobbit's still playing around this smoke over at long, and even though he's moved back a little bit, I don't know how long he's going to respect that. I think he might look to go for the info play. In the moment he knows it's not mid, he's going to start to shuffle around over towards B. Some utils already come out for MOUZ. It's 2 pumpings of utility. Here's the second go at it. Starts to rain in now. Nafany up close. That is a nice double from the man at the helm of Cloud9. Shiro, couple of misses, but Hobbit sneaks in and robs the round, pushing through the CT smoke.
Has this man got anything to say about the potential encroaching push towards his bomb site? They're going for it again. The flashes go over. Axal waiting for contact, but Buster will hit the head. There is at least a single trade as the Diva leaves one dead. Ooh, second on the tag, but it's all up to Frozen, running out of ammo. It's getting awkward.
No way he gets out as well, and he can just play retake with his team. Can't believe he even takes the AWP, but hey, it should be an easy shutdown for Cloud9. Frozen would have to do something monumental Sat behind the boxes, waiting for this swing. Hobbit will die, but Shiro, he's here to trade. That's what he's made for. Oh, he doesn't swing. He doesn't get that trade. Now he's waiting for Nafany on the flank. Frozen gets a chance to reposition, to pick a new angle, trying to isolate Jules. They've given him this one on a plate, and Frozen tucks in. Dinner is served. And Cloud9, very stoic players. Got to smoke that molly. Xertion goes out long. Dangerous, but Hobbit has backed up into CT. Shiro, no AWP by design. He's anchoring B again. But MOUZ splitting this A site in two. This time we have Valk and Pit. MOUZ haven't seen this setup all half. Hobbit does die at long. That opens up the option to be split. MOUZ will take it.
Wrapping their way in through CT. Can they make the CTs bleed? Flashbang into ruins. Nafany waiting on the back of the site. Has support from Shiro with the M4, but the train is arriving. 8 seconds on the clock again, though. It's seen this time and time again. MOUZ have been leaving it so late. The bomb going down, but it gets catched. It's taken out of the round. No time to plant. Wow. It doesn't matter, they're in.
That's amazing. And what a weird plant as well. They're trying to plant for CT spawn as well, so they could have more position in the post, but an even matchup so far. This is a fast, long take. And there's no one here.
Oh my god, they're assembling a boost. Axal over the top of it, and Hobbit hunts them, pushing through the smoke. This was meant to be a fast MOUZ round. And they had all this room. It locked out. MOUZ thought they were running towards the golden ticket of a 7-8 In reality, they go into a triple short side setup, some re-aggression from Cloud9, and they are locked out of this one dominantly. Just Torshi left, but being held by Shiro from all the way back at Moto. Should be dead on this first swing, and there it is. So at the end of it, Cloud9 go on to secure 9.
An open stage at Rio with a chance to make a run. A matchup potentially against the outsiders that we know they could have won. And MOUZ stopped them in their tracks. Cloud9 looking for revenge right now here in the quarterfinals. 4 weeks of play have led up to this, and this is the culmination.
JDC starting it off with the pistol. Ooh, ooh, oh god. Has to try and back himself up. And he hits that one. Of course he does.
That was lovely.
Yeah, boy, this man does not miss.
1 health.
100, well, never mind. 73 HP between both the remaining players. And the backstab just had to hit 1 bullet, and of course it's the headshot, always the way.
When I tell you they're dinked, Harry, you still 1-dig them.
Of course. Playing for the percentages. That's what they say.
They don't mean headshot percentage, but...
Wait, that isn't what that sentence means?
It all makes sense now. Bomb's loose, so Nafany going to go back. Will he check close? He might. He won't. He's dead.
Oh, you want to change your mind on that one?
Yeah, I take that back.
Still time to say, Nafany's got this.
Well, there's
clutch.
no way he's winning this round, Harry.
All right, here we go.
Here we go.
1v3.
1v3.
He's in top mid. He's sneaking up the short side. 1 man on the angle. Dexter,
no way.
Just the bait to the switch of Torshi up in the apartments.
Chicken E.
Yeah,
I don't know how to
like their giblets are way more animated. Their giblets? Well, like they're way more dangly.
They're pretty dangly in Source 1 ever since the update.
They're better, right?
That's called a gizzard, right? That's what that is? It's a gizzard, yeah.
Is it a gizzard?
I think so.
Yeah, I don't think it's giblets.
Giblets.
Because giblets is like
No,
bits.
giblets refers to the little bundle of parts sometimes found inside the cavity of a bird.
Yeah. So someone gets gibbed, like if you shoot someone.
Gizzard is a muscular, thick-walled part of a bird's stomach. That's very different.
That's different. All right, both of them are wrong.
Torshi, he puts Axel through the gizzard, digested down under. And an opening kill comes from the CTA WP that will be making its merry way back to A. Smoked off of B, Cloud9. Call toward pause. Shiro with no armor. Where have we seen that before? He really wanted this T-side AWP, huh? Cloud9 better make it worth it. Nafany looking for a B pick. this could really work. Zertion's holding a nade right now, and Frozen doesn't know they're wide.
Yeah, the one saving grace is that Zertion isn't peeking, and if anything, that smoke now makes Zertion aware that they can be in. He lobs out a molly, but it's extinguished in the coffin smoke, and he falls, only bringing Napoli down to 2. Shiro, in the meantime, knocks Dexter out of the round, putting the bomb on the low HP player. Would normally be a bit of an issue, but with no nades from MOUZ, this plant can't be contested. And now the backstab from Buster, even if it removes one player, it wins the round here on numbers alone. Backstab, he's lining up the double, gets activated with the first, and now he knows he's trapped MOUZ in. Their best bet might be to try and fight forward. They turn around, they knock Buster out of the round here, and they've done it pretty speedily at that, so Shiro's got to be switched on. They bait the shot out. 1v1 now, JDC the man to beat. Shiro jiggling, brought down low. Tap on the bomb, and now they're both injured, both wounded. Shiro just calling the bluff, calling the bluff on the defuse, and then he swings out wide.
Zertion. Well, the lineup won't save you now. Flash is too late. Hobbit's up B, and Cloud9 are going to hit.
All Frozen has to hold back the wave is just an MP9. Dashes the smoke, catches one on the cross across, drops the HE as well, and he's making it a little bit awkward. He's bought time for the rotation at least. He pushes back in towards the pool and downs Nafany. And this has actually caused them to back off on the hard commit they were going for. They're now grabbing the bomb and running back down mid.
Now seem wise to this.
Yeah.
They start to up and leave. Hang on, it's the double palm. Cloud9, bit of util out over towards A. Just that one moto smoke was enough to put the seed of doubt in the mind of MOUZ.
MOUZ know they're risking it, but they're going for the gamble together.
I like this. Mid. This is a really nice move from Dexter. The re-aggro in at this point, once he's peeking down mid, now you know it's not A. You know it can't be A anymore. And he might even catch this ramp player. Hobbit's just left and been spotted. Boxed in. MOUZ now know it's B, and they can find a way into the 4v3 right here at Banana, but Shiro watches on, tries to save Hobbit, but he can't hang around. He has the bomb. MOUZ have got a man boxed in. They're going to come through the smoke inside of the site, and that drops the plant. Cloud9 is so hung up on fighting for Banana that the bomb's been taken away from them. That plant's not guaranteed. Hobbit's now picked apart as well. They run in. Shiro dead. It's just Axel, but they've given him one and the second. One man still to find. It's Torshi. 8 bullets, now down to 4. Axel dead on the swing. And so MOUZ, they will recover that. They put a stop to Axel in his tracks, and in doing so, finally stopping one of these clutches, they've tied the game up.
Hobbit walking into the smoke.
Yeah, look, right? These first few rounds have been super costly, so Cloud9 might be behind, but if they win this, they're suddenly transported back into the lead, right? They've kind of teed themselves up for a bit of success later down the line. The MP9 and nades have done so much damage. 99 to 2 different players. And in the meantime, Shiro finds another. This is going to be one of these rounds where we're left saying, oh, if only they knew how low they were. Dexter flashed in, knocks one out of the round, but he himself only gets out on 5 HP.
Come on, chat. How often do you get to put 1 and 1 together? Oh, he even waits for the smoke walk. It's your best play when you're that low. Nafany dead. Axel's trading onto the AWP.
Still fighting. He goes through the long smoke. That is going to give over a kill. But look at this. Frozen's already moving around down in the pit. You've got JDC set up. Frozen dead immediately. And JDC's got to do this one alone. The 1 HP player dead. It's Buster left to beat. Molly in the pit, but JDC swings, and JDC wins it in the clutch. A 1v2 falls his way, and MOUZ
isolate the 3-on-2, Frozen with a triple, and MOUZ on the 14, and Cloud9, it's going to be a game of what-ifs. What if they could just get one round and break MOUZ's money and get, you know, a bit more momentum in this matchup, because they've not been able to do so at all. One round, the entire T side, something must change, but Nafany has not got the answer. Uh-oh.
Oh, he's waiting. They are going to boost as well. They're asking for it. Oh, he just left the angle. That hit. Shiro tagged to half. When Torshi only hits you down at 50 HP, you kind of know you've caught a lucky break. Lucky to still be alive is Shiro. And Cloud9 are looking for an exit strategy, something to win them this 4v5. They've got some control over in top mid. Buster's just made contact over in the apartments. Hobbit's been holding this for so long, and he never saw Xerxin go into the cubby. I don't think he checks this. And there, that's free. Xerxin swings it on a timing. A 5v3 extended. MOUZ still looking good. They're going to lose one man. Dexter will feed Buster in the apartments. The bomb still in top mid, starts to change its mind. And Frozen might be low on health, but he provides another. Torshi finds the B pick, and for Shiro, he was here earlier on. He was tagged up by that AWP. There just isn't a chance to win the round anymore. He's got to sit back while MOUZ tick on over to map point.
Wow. And now, all for nothing if MOUZ eliminate them in this series. Another what if for Cloud9. Torshi getting rushed to B, but he realizes it. He pulls out quickly. Top molly smoke. Cloud9 get a quick boost. Shiro doesn't want to be left saving here. Has to be the linchpin for Cloud9. Force an opener. Save their souls. But again, MOUZ a triple B.
Oh, they're re-aggroing into top banana. They want to try and retake this. They decide against it after that spray comes in. And they really hope that this is going to force the reaction from Cloud9 into Torshi, but he might just beat them to the punch. He goes walking in, faces Hobbit, and now the molly even tags on a Waxstyle. Sure, it's only a little bit of damage, but it's the info that comes with it. You know there's still a banana presence here for Cloud9. Torshi tries to turn from that flash.
So keen.
Cloud9 don't want to go.
Now they got to know it's triple B, right? Like, I mean, not that they can do anything about it. They don't even want to really play map control. They feel like the XX is their best option here. And even if they're right, it may not be enough. 4v5, 3v3 in the site, and Torshi's not missing a beat.
Yeah, playing ahead of the smoke. Flash goes in. Torshi will get knocked off the angle, but a double layered setup in the back of the site. They run at Xerxin. They find him. It's Frozen this time, tucked in over at Dark. Similar play to Dexter, and he's also going to go unaccounted for. Lines them up. So much damage, and there's Torshi with the close. A dominant win.
Taking down such a good map for Cloud9. So they better start strong. Fast up the ramp for Cloud9 with the Glocks. They've got lots of util, enough for the double smoke. Exact. The molly is the question. Sandbags or boost? There should be nowhere else. Hobbit gets it right in early, playing it safe. No one home.
Yeah, standard smoke wall lobbed in. Cloud9 going to move up behind it. Frozen up on this boost. That is a clean tap. He had like a second of vision on Hobbit, not even. And just domes him at the first opportunity. So Cloud9 are now a man down. MOUZ are about to come through these smokes. Hello, they pop themselves in, and they reap the reward. Backstab up through ramp as well. Xerxin moving in, up the short side. Dispatches of Axel. Shiro gonna have eyes in the back of his head, and he's run down by the dual Berettas. Pistol round found for MOUZ.
That's what they're here for. Young, hungry players on either side.
Look, man, I'm just saying, if he's serious about his career as a caster, he would have taken the L. Right, here we are.
Don't think he is.
Up through ramp, Frozen. Tucked in at the sandbags.
Ooh,
tries to swing out, but Axar will get the better of him. Xerxin pushing up through middle. Equalizes this back out into a 4v4, and now he applies a bit of pressure to Cloud9. Even just the presence of mind that he wins this mid fight and that he could be flanking is going to be enough to slow Cloud9's roll here, make them go back. You can see they're starting to clear out the flank now, and I like the routing that Xerxin's chosen on this. They're coming all the way back, and I think, you know, you hit a certain point where you start to believe, yeah, he's not flanked, he called it off, and that couldn't be further from the truth. There's a couple more there, so one more is all Xerxin gets. And that kill's a bit weird for MOUZ. It's not like it reveals a lot. It's not a big tell, right? You don't know where that bomb's going. All you've found from this is a 3-on-3, and that actually favors Cloud9. Gonna prompt a bit of re-aggression. Dexter trying to figure out what's happening. With Dexter now out of the round, MOUZ a man down, and more aggression coming through the pipeline.
It's kept them so mobile because they left B because of Xerxin. Luckily, JDC's just gotten here in time, and if he gets this kill before the mid component attacks, he's going to have so much freedom, and not just that, the info that they're likely splitting his site. but his patience will be tested. Hobbit hiding out, low health, and JDC can make it look easy. Now they know B is corrupted, gonna have to be a safe plot, not for the stairs. We've got nades coming over, JDC trying to light them up. Second player of MOUZ is also flanking though. There's no kit right now in play. This is still not an easy round for MOUZ.
It's not easy, but it's definitely one they want to try and grab. Torzi now with a tall task to try and pick up the pieces, looking for the first head, debating whether or not he can actually hard commit to this. I mean, he batters Nathany down to just 9 HP, finally finishes the frag as well, and it's all on Shiro, tucked in behind the AC. Can he be ice cold here? Oh, he's low, he's scared, he's dead, and Torzi gets it, but no time to defuse. The round will tick on by to Cloud9.
Yeah, they're not going to have an AWP to go up against in this first round either, so that gives Shiro a little more room with his AWP, especially in regards to some of these ramp fights.
Question is, does he get the fights because they don't have an AWP? They're just running. Forget the AWP, it's up to the MAC-10s.
First man gets out, but this Molly's going to force an engagement. It's a double Molotov onto Dexter. He extinguishes that, nades rain in, and he actually swings out after the fact. Could have been a kill. There could have been a chance to catch the man on the sandbags. Dexter flashed in and he crosses out. That is a big move for MOUZ because Dexter represented something very tasty to Cloud9. The idea that they had a man boxed in. Now that opportunity has gotten away from them, and the mid-round boost pulled out for MOUZ. This is nice. You've just been fighting for ramp control. You've kind of gotten used to a certain level of security here, and now that boost compromises all of it. Cloud9, this is awkward. The game plan from the start was to just brawl for the ramp control. Now they've kind of got it, but they think they have it more than they do. This boost, as I say, shouldn't be known about, and I think Frozen will get one, then just drops on down. And this now leaves MOUZ in a really good way. 5v3, Flash is great. Lines up that first for Buster, but the end of the line after one. And so now it's just Shiro and Axal in the 2v4.
But Shiro, there's low targets, and he will take them down one by one. 28 seconds, bomb retrieved. Short player still to worry about. And Axile, I think he's already leaning into the save with that AWP. So Shiro, he can go for it if he wants. But he will have no support until the post plant. That may not be a position we see him in. Is he really going for this? 10 seconds. Now he's swinging. They're going to be able to stop him. They just don't fight. They wait. 5 seconds. He's dead. Man, there's a window there. There's a world. There's a way. But MOUZ don't allow, and Axel must save that AWP. You wonder if Axel was with him. Jeez, that could have been a bomb plant. Can they reignite some faith with this rifle round? Top ramp ready. And an AWP on short.
Torzi teasing it on the peak. Here comes the swing, and it is an easy right hook to send Nathany out of the server and leave it down to 4 of them with 30 seconds again, keeping it close on time. It's got to be Sublime. They can't afford the dilly-dally. And they're still being scoped at as well. Torzi's just waiting for the push to come towards him. He's got the close angle covered. Once they swing on the ramp, he'll run rampant with the AWP. Hits the shot. Bomb drop. Cold on the ground. 13 seconds. You gotta go swiftly. Dexter gets... Here we go. Hat-trick of frags. Now you've got the opportunity to bomb, but they didn't. No! Frozen! He denies it. There is ice in his veins.
How do MOUZ win these rounds?
This isn't happening at the start of every round. It's not a guaranteed fight here.
No way.
This one, he gets by super quick, and they think they've been holding mid. Xerxan, there's a double on his plate right now. Makes it down the ladder. He won't commit to the middle hold, so they've got room, but this is called across. Dexter's already got back to watch mid, and Xerxan collects a freebie down at ramp. I know it's crazy.
How does he even get there?
I know it's crazy that he's there, but honestly, that's not a good 1-for-1. This isn't a good kill to have got. You needed more out of that flank, and it leaves extra pressure on these site players, but JDC and Torshi answer the call. And Frozen, he heard them coming back. He must have heard a step. Yeah, triggers the rotate from Torshi. Already moving around with the AWP. JDC's doing the same. MOUZ willing to call the bluff on this.
I cannot believe MOUZ are going for the plays that they are. And with the AWP starting B as well, just even keeping it fresh. Cloud9 have been destroyed on ramp rushes, so they didn't want to do it. That's a nice way to check sandbags. And they're going to boost as well. He started running too early.
Failing the run boost actually sucks. though. Like, now you've given the sound cue that you're both there.
Double nade.
Gonna rain in.
Nice.
Good bit of damage on a Frozen. But with 2 players still here now, they've got an even odds fight, and around that smoke, Torshi's knocked out Axal. It's left to Shiro, 1v2. Everyone's here for MOUZ now, with that bomb falling just in front of the site. Shiro's moving in like he wants to try this. Tap on the bomb. Takes that first swing out of Frozen. But they don't need to give him much more of a reaction here. He taps it again. This time they call his bluff. Oh, a third tap. Up and over. Time's running out. Shiro, one more tap on the bomb.
No way.
But Torshi calls it. 2 seconds and Shiro, 2 out of 3 in the clutch. But Torshi wins it to time.
That's
Destroying them on the CT side of Vertigo.
Yeah, and they're switching it up as well. Like, they have a lot of different ramp setups. They've done re-aggros a lot. They've sometimes chased bomb plants. They've sometimes respected them. And Cloud9 have, you know, just been faking plants on A almost every round. Again, he's ladder. Hobbit finds out. Shiro gets a pick. But Zershan again took this space. He just got spotted this time. Okay, here we go. 5v4 for Cloud9. This has to be the money shot. This has to be the 4th. They haven't even shown much towards me. And JDC, last time we saw him here, what happened? He was a Tetris, and he got away with 2 kills and lived longer than any man should. Cloud9, do they have a double nade for Tetris? This is the round to pull it out. They look like they want to boost. Get that wood molly in to make sure they can get up close. Axal sending his captain over the top.
I think this will telegraph the boost, if I'm honest. I think it could. You know, last time they came B and they employed a similar look of boosting up, they mollied this position. And MOUZ have clearly done their homework. You've also not really heard much over at B. They've seen the man back on quad. They know he's there. Util raining in. They lob it all in tandem to knock out JDC. Miss nade from Zershan. Thrown through a bit of a loop here, would have loved that damage. Instead, meets them on the swing, but caught by the late players up the ramp. And now Dexter with this orb holds the cross, but is caught by Axal. And for Frozen, a 1v4. You know, this isn't a round that's really worth him paying much mind to.
That's just nice angle management for Cloud9. They're not rushing the B site. They're taking area after area and stopping every time to make sure they're double facing the next angle. And then they take Tetris, they take double box, they wait. And MOUZ are feeling the pressure to fight there. They don't want to give all the site away and play retake. They want to actually stop Cloud9 from crossing in. And so MOUZ are able to, Cloud9 are able to trade out really nicely. That's a good round. Getting the spot on JDC as well. Big boost from Nafany, allows them to double nade him, and there may not even be a save here. Frozen will fight for it, and he will survive. So, 4 rounds. It's the bare minimum, I'd say. But Cloud9 need to springboard off of it. Right now, we know Vitality are in no guarantee with ENCE having just come off the back of eliminating G2. It's very open right now, and that's why the winner of this matchup is in a very good position to go on a bit of a Hail Mary here. I'd say right now, there's probably, and I didn't even mention Heroic, by the way, against Na'Vi, there's probably, I think any team left up in the playoff already can win this tournament. Nice play for Nafany, again, being the opener for Cloud9 on this A site for a change, finds that gap. Hobbit opens up in middle. They had a trade ready if they needed. MOUZ have been picked apart in the final round of the half, and it may be a decent T side after all. Cloud9, a fresh breath of air. And now it's MOUZ getting suffocated. Cloud9 just need to group. Leave Hobbit again to make sure Zershan doesn't flank, which is exactly what he's doing, but also come in late on a mid-lurk. Hobbit should have this kill, even though he's low. Zershan's not ready. Grimy position to do that at 40 seconds left, and now Cloud9 just have to trade out on A.
Yeah, Torshi is the one man to beat here. He finds that first, and with no one else to swing from short, he's given free rein, but he's gotten pushing in.
Nice.
Shiro will trade that out, and so the 7-8 half will come through for Cloud9.
The patience right now to hold this setup.
Oh, Shiro. Jumping for the contact, backs off so he doesn't get gatted out of the round. Zershin, though, always muddling up the situations at middle, but Axar with the double pistols will punish him when we slip into a 4-on-4 as it kicks off. They're busting in through the doors. They want to scrap for control of the A site. Bomb down, headshots connecting. Shiro keeps on rolling, and it's all on Dexter with the money. Glock, can this man farm up the cream? Hits the first, protect your neck. He's battling back, but he's only good for 2 more.
Set a precedent. Let's see what Nafany's got.
It's going to feel good because, you know, MOUZ also went on a 7-round streak in there.
Leg.
Tag for Nafany.
No, sorry, man. I'm 50.
He's half health, but he's going to swap it back over.
He made it work with 10 health the other round. And considering it's for an SMG, it's actually the right trade. And obviously, you got bloody Shiro on your team. Come on. Good round opener for Cloud9. They re-aggro on short. And MOUZ, now the pressure's on the captain on this T side. What can he put together? Nafany drops a bit. He made noise, so he realized he had to go back.
Yeah, they're grouping for the B hit now. Frozen spotted over towards ramp. And for the time being, there's still 3 players for Cloud9 over on A, but the moment they see this util, and with only 1 player facing on the ramp side, they start to bring everyone round. Axal, lovely double up, repositions onto the Tetris with the bomb away from MOUZ here. It's a recovery mission. They try to go grab it. Torshi will get 1 kill to help send them into the site, but missing that jump, and that's a death sentence for Zershin. No trade potential. They're boxed in at ramp, even getting pushed down the ramp side from Nafany, who once again is on for the backstab, this time being held. As MOUZ try to leave, save these guns, look to run it back in the next, but this first buy round falls on deaf ears.
Keeping him at bay and back towards middle. It's Buster that's on the elevated angle. Not for long, though. Zershin flicks up, hits the head, leaves him dead. Now you can weave your way in through the back of CT. And this does give you a little bit of breathing room to work with. I mean, Hobbit's there. He's not ready for the fight, though. Torsey again hits another sickening shot, and this actually gives them a big advantage to work with. Dexter just waiting in the smoke, says hello, as Nafany will get right in his face.
Okay, so Zershin should be the guy that safeguards this round from getting too weird. With that B kill, they will come rotating through Zershin. Oh dear! Flicked upon by Nafany.
I love that. I love that he tried it.
Up in the lead, building upon it, starting to look more and more comfortable as time goes on. The double orbs. Even a feature now, a whole new problem to solve for MOUZ. Util coming out in this ramp fight. Shiro lobbing supportive flashes, trying to lend a helping hand, but it's Dexter to open up. Had the nade out ready to go further, but Nafany holds on. Won't let them in, won't let them up the ramp. Heads to find, but damage done. Hobbit will respond, will reply, and opens up the 3-on-3. Zershin creeping around in smoke, has a freebie given over. 1 more man out the elevator, and Zershin's followed up. New heights reached. But the elevator man dealt with. Now Axar left up in the clutch. The molly nade combo is nice. Gonna burn out Zershin and kickstart the 1v3 clutch attempt.
Oh, but is it? Is he gonna go for this one? Because the smoke's come down and that might signal the end of it.
Flashing through. They actually want to try and take a bit of room here. Almost smoke dropped in over towards the top of ramp, giving you that angle to peek over the top of the crane, but no one's taking it yet. There's a trade. And I like this from MOUZ. You're quite happy with a 1-for-1 over in this ramp fight. It's more so the pressure that is applied on that 1 kill. The fact that Cloud9 don't have vision of ramp anymore, that's what you were looking for. It's not so much about the space, it's just cutting off that flow of the info in this moment. Now they pick up the pace into a B play. Cloud9 taking a bit of a gamble almost as they bring everyone round all through middle, all barreling into the site. This is where Frozen could have a big role to play, but he falls to Shiro, and so someone else has to be the hero. Torshi, 1v3 and dead crossing. Cloud9, they bring everyone around to that B site. Then you factor in alongside them, Nafany having some of these big rounds. He was the guy keeping that first half alive with some of the B entries he was able to provide, getting boosted over. You know, when you factor him in as the fourth man, this feels like it should be a Cloud9 victory. You have a whole extra player performing at the same level as the guys who have been chart toppers throughout the group. One kill found over in mid. Axile wrestling with the AK.
Wow. Quick
work of the B play, and Frozen's knocked out as well. Cloud9, they long this out. They're taking us to a third. They pick up Vertigo.
That's maybe for the best. We'll see if Cloud9 can impress, though, at the end of this series with a T-side. T-sides have been difficult, let's say, in this series for both squads. So Cloud9, a pistol, would go a hell of a long way. Little B-pop. JDC stays on the balcony, but maybe not for the best. Hobbit knocks him out of the round. Torshi on the cross shots, connects one, but he couldn't drop the bomb with all those nades. Buster will make it in.
Yeah, 4v4 retake in at the B site here. MOUZ. Bulk of their forces coming from the market side. You do have Xertion committed to a flank through lower, but if you end up waiting for him, it's all going to end up hinging on this fight versus Nafany, who's holding for it right now, and he's going to win that. The rest of the gang get out through market, but they don't last long. Reduced to dust by Cloud9. It's just Torshi left. Started the round with a kill on this USP. But now trying to find a way in this clutch, it's asking too much. And so Cloud9 collect the pistol round with a little B-pop.
But this is the same case here, right? Like, I mean, I imagine Groove is super involved. They're going for another faster round, Cloud9. They're just going to go out A. Slowly creep out.
Yeah. Dexter, this barrel may give him away on the A1S. Hobbit finds him walking out of ramp, so a free opening kill and a lot of space here for Cloud9. Xertion's in a box right now. He's caged in con. We'll go for that peek as the smoke comes in. They didn't see him. Frozen, they have no idea right now. They are not aware of this possibility, but Nafany checks it late. Why would he check that after looking so far into spawn? Every kill comes in for Cloud9 as they've really let themselves off the leash in this T side.
This is where it gets tricky for MOUZ, okay? So we got punished for some aggression. Now we're playing more passive. Torji picked a good spot on Cat, finds a kill. Cloud9 is just defaulting. So this is where, you know, if you're MOUZ, you need to stay disciplined, keep piecing the puzzle together, right? Still have some utility saved. 45 seconds on the clock. Not too much time for Cloud9 to operate here.
Yeah, they're cognizant about the gap in mid, though, right? And the knowledge that Cloud9 had it, so they're still paying it mind, which is big. Hobbit now giving up the aim of the game. They know that there's a man up connector. Torshi starts to spring his attention this way with the AWP. Knocks out Axel. Still a con man in play, but Hobbit's being accounted for. And so this round starts to take shape for MOUZ. That one's free. They give Shiro the first, but they go hunting. And Frozen swings out with the trade. So it takes MOUZ a little while, but they finally piece it together.
Oh, the unscope? What? And full blind is Xertion. He still gets away with a kill. You'll take it. Torshi kind of hung him out to dry there. Don't know what that timing was. Or maybe a misclick. A 3-on-3 now. Torshi, if he swung there, he would have died. Shiro was on it. Torshi calling for a flash, perhaps. Frozen could throw one over from behind, but Shiro's abandoned the position, and Hobbit tucked in on chair. X is not clearing it. Easy kill. 3-on-2. Cloud9 going to group on A.
It's a bit brutal, that decision to peek out wide at mid. Oh, Torshi. He's had a couple of opportunities in this round. This is going to hurt. This is why it all falls apart, and it is.
Oof.
Frozen's left saving. I kind of feel for Frozen in this one, man. So many rounds have just ended like this with him.
Vertigo.
Impossible clutch. Can't even justify giving it a look in while he's getting hunted the whole time.
Timing's good for him, though, I think. He'll probably check stairs. Oh, I said it. Yeah, there it is. Phew.
right? Like try something like that. Maybe go more aggressive on mid with players, not instantly, but you know, flash plays over mid. It's a double molly as well in ramp, you know.
Communication is falling apart.
You just need to try to do those things. Even though Cloud9 might expect them, you know, you're 9-1 down. You have to try something.
Oh, just full commits to the spray.
Can't even blame him.
Hobbit down to 4.
Yeah. It's the new A1S in action, but also, yeah, some missed shots. And Xerxon, he was a tank, man. He was destroying on Vertigo. So one player MOUZ could rely on. And now, very different game, a very different vein here for MOUZ. Cloud9 have cut the artery. Frozen's on top. This is a good position. Could catch Nafany going for a con fight, but even then he throws his util. He backs up short. Torshi, front of the Molotov. Frozen, it should be one. He'll take it. It's wide. Buster ready to trade. Torshi with a missed shot, trying to escape through the smoke. And Frozen saves the day. Finally for MOUZ, a hero arrives. But is there time to win this one? Bomb is in B.
Yeah, when you get aided like that over on short from the B site, you know that it's been lost, you know that it's been taken, so they start to scramble around, everyone through the murder hole into the market. Hobbit has pushed in close to the window, trying to play this crossfire with Axel.
No.
Hope they don't shoot each other.
What a
Hobbit's got
spot.
4 HP, but yeah, this double close peek is not what you're going to be expecting.
Wow.
And Axel and Hobbit destroy MOUZ in the 2v3 post plant. And with this round, with him being over towards B, if the A-hole doesn't come through, if they don't trade, it's going to be another save where Frozen is just left staring at a lost bomb site, holding onto his gun.
The setup is nice, but if Hobbit drops, he can shred it. If he has a silent drop, even better. He won't. He'll just go loud. Torshi hits his head as a result, and Xerxon trying to cover the Palace push as Torshi finally has a round, 2 to the good, and he gets out back to default. It's up to Axel to milk this for all it's worth. Try and get a quick flank and window. This could be something if he made that jump. Now Xerxon's in position to hear it. Shiro around the world and back again.
I know there's 2A. The
20
temptation
seconds.
might just be there to try and barrel into B, right?
gotta
You're
run.
probably assuming maybe a bit of an over-rotate for MOUZ on it. So at worst, you know
Frozen.
there's one guy here.
Frozen still
wins
on the
it. He
box.
wins it.
Yeah,
he
just
wins.
sat on the box playing to deny the plant. They will never check for this. And so that's the round right there. MOUZ in with their second. It takes them a long old time. And it's Torshi to do a lot of the heavy lifting in that moment, right? And I do think he's a pretty confidence-based AWPer. I think his...
And you're always playing from behind. Either you're losing map control or you're down a man or 2 man. It's like really difficult to climb out of that. And here's a storming round from Cloud9.
Flex round now for Cloud9 as they run out ramp and Palace. At the same time, the bombs B. Axel's trying to find his little window of opportunity, but JDC has an impossible angle to clear right now. Let's see where Axel's looking. Not at this box. He did check it,
He's actually
but it doesn't matter. This is going to be MOUZ finding 4 at the end of the half. They get the bare minimum, but is it going to be enough? This is the quarterfinal. This is the culmination, and it's all coming up after the break. Who goes forward?
Well, maybe not a dream scenario, but least nightmarish.
Least nightmarish.
So we'll
How
see. Almost the
optimistic.
same pistol round. We'll see how Cloud9 handles it, Hugo.
Hoppity hippity into the site. JDC gets his head popped though. Axel tucked in tight. And Xerxon will trade. They've got to get in. Buster back of the boxes here. He will find 2 more with the bomb loose as well. That smoke gave him a little bit of room as MOUZ were forced to run through the grave. Buster will get sniped from behind. It's now even odds. 2v2. Nothing up here, Frozen. They're not going to go for the plant. They need these kills, and they know Cloud9 have surrounded them. Waiting for the time to strike. Hobbit might creep through the window, and Frozen denies it. Very important kill. Frozen's been the saving grace in this game for MOUZ at times. Now it's him and Torshi in a 2v1. As long as they 3-2-1 it, Shiro can't win this round. Don't let him isolate.
Dude, Shiro is keen with the pistols. No, don't give him the chance. The comeback was going to start with anyone. It had to start with Frozen, and he will hold on.
Oh my God.
Wins that 1v1. Stop Shiro in his tracks.
The infamous saves. So you really need to be on point if you're Dexter.
Oh, Cloud9 with a confident rifle round. They've sent 3 into window. A quick jump for Naf, and he's going to have to dodge flash, but he will catch the AWP. Poor Torshi. What can he do about that one? Dexter will use this mid-smoke to trade the kill out, but it still sits in the favor of Cloud9. The molly should decide it. Axel just bounces out in time, and because Dexter was throwing the molly, he couldn't shoot the smoke. That's very fortunate for Axile. MOUZ still have this mid control and they want to pinch B together. Dexter trying to sneak behind the smoke on short. Cloud9. Oh, they get caught boosting up. Now they know Buster, he's going to get dropped on. 2v2 now, the bomb is late.
Yeah, the bomb is super late, so this is a bit of a solo mission, a bit of a single-player game for JDC.
Hello.
If he wins this fight, that might seal the deal on numbers alone.
Yeah.
Hobbit also moving in, trying to take up arms in the market, spots JDC, but can't get that kill. Molly reins in, Hobbit's already ahead of it, forces him out onto that swing.
He's looking for the kit. It went out the market, though, as we can see.
No, he's not going to find you a kill. He'll just grab that AWP and look to get out of there. And that's why it's so nice that JDC doesn't commit to that fight. Also, look at where the kit went.
Well, there's one here.
And the CTs, you know, you want to maybe play behind the smoke. That's like your first instinct, perhaps sometimes. But you know, they spam it a lot, and they really did deny that play for you.
Oh, what a read as well. That's such a typical AWP opener to, sorry, run up cats. I'm coughing over here.
That was smooth.
The run up cats.
Hugo was caught.
But Shiro, instead of being in con, he was even further back. So he's more favored for the fight. He's ready. He's in CT holding short side. So good opening round for Shiro. It's passive, but it's also allowing Cloud9 to take the opening pick. They will find a trade.
What does Cloud9 do now? Again, they've given up some control. This is heard by Exertion 100%, you know, and by Dexter probably. So Nafani seems like he was maybe faking it. Now he's coming back. We'll see how MOUZ, do they get the same read? But Cloud9 is playing super passive, you know, in this 4v4. Not having a lot of information, maybe going to just rely on a stack towards the end.
They're making it look like a B hit with that smoke. They want to trade con, and Hobbit's been caught. Now it's up to Shiro. Oh, missed shot. Rarity here. Will he find more? He couldn't really commit to that one. Nafani gets burnt out. He should not be winning that fight. Shiro has to flick back up to the palace. They're coming through with a split. 30 seconds. Shiro, pick your targets wisely, and he will. But Frozen over the top shaves him off. Buster swings out for a 1v1, and that's where we find ourselves. Him v the captain with a bomb at his feet. He goes forcing for the fight, and Dexter dies. What an insane play for Buster to make.
Stop pulling out nades in 1v1s, please.
Maybe.
It might have to be, honestly. And that's not how you wanted it to start. He's already brought down half health. Flashed off the mid angle. And MOUZ are looking to fight for this space in mid.
Axel just
He sends his big brother back. Hey, they're bullying me.
Yeah.
Well, they find him regardless. And now they can just speed up.
Oh, that's not a pretty position to spray from. He's shooting into the wall. One step too far, literally. JDC got out behind the van. Did he know?
Buster heard it, yeah.
Yeah. But it's not like they've got nades to flush him out. Axel just commits to his position. You're on your own, buddy. And Buster's going to clear him from above? No, he tucks in jail. They must.
Yeah, no, they know, but I think, you know, you don't have util to force him out.
You know, they can. Are they just this willing to be this passive?
This is crazy. But hey, what an off angle for Nafani, and he can even uncrouch to watch apps as well. The shadow coming, he gets his kill. Beautiful patience for Cloud9. I feel like JDC must be thinking like, they can't know because I have all this time in this position. Ready to uncrouch at a moment's notice. Buster with the car. Early spray for Axel will cost him. He gets a lot of damage though. He set up Cloud9 for the round.
Frozen converts that spray, but it's Buster in at the van again that could just rob around away. They don't know about him here, and so he stops the plant. 25 seconds left. Torshi moving in, but he's got two players to find, and he's sandwiched trying to get the bomb down. He's wrapped out through the market, and he's a dead man to Hobbit.
Ladder room, right? So they didn't have any threat from short.
Who wins this?
Hobbit, probably. Sadly, look at this. I think, yeah, just spams it right on the edge of the smoke. It's too tempting. How could he not?
Now back to the drawing board for MOUZ. They have all of mid, but this is allowed by Cloud9. Shiro's again taking passive angles. He's not really been all too involved in this whole half. But we know, deep down, eventually, his round will come. Holding the window flank with Nafani by his side, reinforced. That's a good flash. Catches Nafani. Now Shiro needs to turn around, but they're coming out of Palace, spilling out ramp. At the same time, miss smoke. Huge problem, huge gap, and Xerxes can't cross.
Yeah, he's boxed in now. Someone else Might need to try and help him here. He can hold over towards the con if everyone else gets into the site just fine, but the fact that they haven't cleared out Axel doesn't give me a lot of faith here. Xerxon dead, and Axel playing the trigger discipline. Now he springs to life to find the 3-on-3. JDC is waiting outside of the connector. Torshi tagged from that previous skirmish versus Hobbit over at ramp has flashed off the angle. And Frozen's looking for a way in out of the palace. Catches Axel moving up. Shiro will trade. They tap the bomb, but it hasn't baited the peek out yet. Torshi will not give them this fight. And with JDC still down in the bottom of connector, firing off a bullet, gives it away, and JDC falls. They're on the bomb now, and Torshi is not fighting them. He calls their bluff, and that's a decision he's going to come to regret as Cloud9 move up onto 14.
And a barn burner 3 mapper. This one's the same. Navani not punished. Oh, he turns back. Almost sprays out 2, but Axel again is here. This 1-2 punch between this pair has been so potent.
Oh, that's a great name.
Yeah, the bounce, bit of trigonometry goes a long way. And a 4-on-2.
Oh, is he going to ace to close? Or no, 4 rather. So no. Knocked out by Frozen. And 3 more still to find. The Deagle left in the 1v3. No control of the bomb. Surely no chance for Frozen. Cloud9 can feel it. This is the last guy they've got to finish off. And with that frag, they locked in a semi-finals appearance, powering their way through the series. It starts slow at Inferno.